and welcome to the Beneath the Dirt podcast. I'm your host, Ron Bone. Thank you for tuning in. Episode 157 in the high. What's good, everybody? Thank you again for tuning in, whether you're on YouTube or your favorite podcasting app. Much love. Hope everybody's staying safe out there. And what's really good? What's really good out there? It's feeling like fall. It's definitely feeling like October. Halloween season of the pumpkin is definitely in effect up here in New England. And yeah. How's it for everybody else out there? How's the fall festivities starting to sink into your veins and flow out through your body? You got your little ghouls and demons hanging out outside and all that good shit. Oh man. But yeah, we got a bunch of shit to talk about this week. Whole lot of news, new music, all that good stuff. And let's stop wasting any time and let's get into it. New Conway The Machine dropped his brand new single, his debut single on Shady Records as a solo artist for his upcoming album, God Don't Make Mistakes, Piano Love, produced by Alchemist. And I gotta say this. What I love about Griselda so much is that even though they signed to Shady Records, you know, Eminem's label, they did not compromise their sound at all. No compromises from Griselda. From What Would Sheen Gun Do to West Side Gun's album, now Conway's new album. They do what they do best. And I love that. Even on a major label, they're not going to compromise their sound. Super dope. This is just classic grimy shit from Conway the Machine right here. It really is. I love the production from Alchemist. Alchemist, you know, legendary producer. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say from it. I only listened to it once. I ain't gonna bump it a bunch of times. I'm just waiting for that album to drop, but I definitely wanted to hear it. Heard the preview last week. We talked about it on last week's episode. So, you know, definitely had to get a listen in because Conway's one of my favorites right now. Just point blank. And yeah, peep that if you haven't checked it out yet. New Conway off his upcoming album, his Shady Records debut. And I believe it's only going to be his only album on Shady. Westside's already off Shady. And I think once this album's out, they've just completed their contractual obligations with Shady and they're done. So they kind of got in and out, even though it took about 5 years for their contract, you know, since they initially signed. I believe it was late 2016, sorry. That would have been 15 years ago, but you know what I mean. But yeah, new Conway. Peep that shit. And then keeping with the grimy New York sound, The Cloth, one of my favorite crews out right now. The Cloth member, Rob Gates, put out his new project, Rob Like Get Robbed 2. 10 tracks, 25 minutes, short listen. A lot of projects nowadays are just short, is what it is. You know, they're more or less EPs. But they be calling them albums, mixtapes, whatever the fuck. But anyway, new Rob Gates, Rob Like Get Robbed 2, features from Mav of the Cloth, Dark Low, Riggs of the Cloth, and Mooch of the Cloth. And this shit, I've been waiting for this project for a minute. Ever since Dark Side of Nature, Mav and Rob Gates, produced by Big Ghost, I've been waiting for new Rob Gates. And this shit right here does not disappoint. This is grimy. I love this dude's style. Like, this dude just screaming into the microphone, yelling into the microphone the whole time. Like, hoarse voice and all that shit. Love it. The production on here is fire. I don't know who did the production on here, but I've been looking forward to this. You know, Mav is on this album. You know, Mav dropped 4 projects this year. Mooch dropped something late last year. Riggs dropped a couple this year. The Cloth staying busy, and just one of those up and coming groups out there, crews, record label, whatever, that are just, if you aren't on board yet, you got to hop on because these dudes are killing it. Killing it. That grimy New York sound. There's only one track on this EP that I'm not necessarily feeling. I can't remember off the top of my head. A lot of music dropped this week. So I only got to listen to this once, but I listened to it and I was like, yo, this shit's banger. Doesn't disappoint. One listen through. There was one track I was like, nah, I don't know. So I'd have to go back to it, and re-listen to it to determine. But overall, banger. Pretty much everything the Cloth is putting out, solo-wise, group-wise, whatever. These dudes are just killing it out here. So go peep that new Rob Gates. Rob Like Get Robbed 2. It's up on all the DSPs right now. I hope there'll be a hard copy for it, but, I just have to wait and see. But this dude's style, man, just super grimy, just yelling into the microphone and shit. Just super dope. Just, I love that just that grimy shit, man. I really do. And then we got probably the biggest release this week, in my opinion, that we'll talk about. And that is Tech Nine's new album, Asinine. Asinine is out right now. Tech Nine, new album. We got the album cover right here. Him pouring the gas with the fucking lighting a cigar with the torch. Shit's crazy. And this album, I've listened to this album twice. 17 tracks, just over an hour long. And initial thoughts on this album is it starts out a little shaky, but it gains momentum. And it's just like that little snowball at the top of a fucking mountain that just eventually becomes this big ass boulder of a snowball and just starts destroying shit. I like this album. 2 listens through, this shit is fire. Starts out shaky, hits really hard in the middle, and then kind of winds down again towards the end. But Tech Nine did it. I dig this album. More than his last project, Enter Fear, but probably not as much as Nina, which came out a couple years back. I love that album, but this is a solid effort from Tech Nine. This dude's been putting out music 20 plus years at this point. Dude's been putting it down for a minute, and he's still just rapping his ass off. No idea who did the production on here. CD is being delayed. So if you pre-ordered a CD from Strange Music, it is being delayed because just everything is delayed right now. Vinyl and just whatever shipping problems there are throughout the country right now just is what it is. And so the CDs are delayed. I haven't got to see any of the credits. But we got features on here from King ISO, Lil Wayne, Snow the Product, Russ, E40's on here, X-Rated, whole bunch of people. Standout tracks for me. The Rock is on this album. I don't know how I forgot to mention that, but we'll talk about that in a second. We'll get further into that. The Rock is on this fucking album. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, one of the best arguably the best fucking wrestlers ever. At least most entertaining. But standout tracks for me, couple listens through, would be No Seams featuring Snow the Product and Russ. I saw Russ on here. I was like, what the fuck? Russ is fucking huge. Big artist. This dude sells out arenas all the time. I'm not a big fan of Russ personally, but it's a good look for Tech Nine to get him on the album. Russ is on the hook. Hook ain't nothing crazy, but it ain't nothing to fucking, I don't know what the saying is, but it's it's a good hook. Nothing crazy. Snow the Product is on here. Snow is just so dope. She is just kills it on this track. I love her verse on this song. Super dope. Tech Nine kills it as well. I do like Too Good with Lil Wayne and Moo Moo Fresh. Lil Wayne kills it on here. I'm a Wayne fan. I love Wayne. So that was a dope track to hear. Face Off with Joey Cool, King ISO, and The Rock. Like, it's a good track, man. It's a good fucking song. And Joey Cool and King ISO kill that shit. They steal the show on that song. Take Your Halo is another standout. That was a single that had come out a couple months back, and that shit is fire. And then there's a song on here, What Rhymes with Threat'll Kill Ya, and it's featuring Nuthouse. 66 888 46 99 3. Tech Nine's old group, his original group, I believe, Nuthouse, is on this song. And it's just dope to hear because, I don't know, as a longtime Tech fan, almost 20 years in, I don't know if I'd ever would have expected, Nuthouse to be on a Tech album. But shit, here we are. And they're on it. It's a dope track, talking about killing pedophiles and all that. Dope. What rhymes with threat'll kill ya? Pedophilia. And they just talk about killing motherfuckers that are sick. Sick in the fucking head. And it's a dope track. And yeah, those are probably the standout tracks for me. Just overall, a pretty solid album from Tech Nine. Better than Enter Fear, in my opinion. Not quite as good as Nina, which came out a couple years ago, but a solid effort from Tech Nine nonetheless. And, we were talking about The Rock being on the album. The Rock, he's on Face Off with Joey Cool, King ISO, and they released a video for it. They teased it the night before the album dropped, like a few hours before the album dropped. It was announced that The Rock would be on the album, and like, the fuck, man, The Rock is rapping on Tech Nine's album. Shit is crazy. Now, I don't think it's a secret or if it ain't obvious to you, it does sound like Tech Nine wrote The Rock's verse. But regardless, The Rock executed that shit. He said he recorded it in one take on the track. I don't know how true that is. Regardless, it's a pretty dope track, man. Like, we all know The Rock has been a fan of Tech Nine and strange music for a while. He's been posting about Tech Nine and working out to Tech Nine's music for at least a handful of years now. And Tech got him rapping on a fucking track, man. The Rock, arguably the biggest movie star out there right now. Like, anytime this dude puts out a movie, it's like, it's a blockbuster. Like, it's a huge ass movie. Furious 5. I'm not a big movie guy, so I don't even know. Outside of like the Fast and the Furious movies, all that. But I believe he had a spinoff. Didn't he have a spinoff? Like, he's the newest character and he had a spinoff? Crazy. But Tech Nine, The Rock, King ISO, Joey Cool, like I said, Joey Cool and King ISO killed that track. In my opinion. They stole the show on that track. But all four of them came, they all brought it on the track. And it's definitely like that's a track you play live. Get the crowd hype. Shit is dope. And yeah, The Rock is on Tech Nine's album. Fucking crazy, man. Super crazy. And Tech Nine holding strong on the iTunes charts. I actually had a different image going into this week's show because yesterday he was at number 2 on the iTunes charts. But I think the snowball effect of the news getting out of The Rock being on Tech Nine's album really helped this album with the streams and the purchases and whatnot to get it to number 1 on the rap and hip hop charts on iTunes. So Tech holding strong at number 1. Yesterday he was at number 2. I'm glad I checked before the show just to just to make sure. But Tech holding it strong, number 1 on the iTunes rap and hip hop charts. Just super dope, you know? Just when you think tech and strange music might be down and out because of all the artists that left the label this year and in recent years, like we've talked about on the show, strange don't really feel like strange anymore. But I mean, with the rock feature and this album sounding as good as it's sounding, like I don't know, I don't think you could count strange out yet. Not yet. You can't count tech out yet. Not that I was necessarily counting them out, but I know some people were. I saw it in the comments on social medias and all that. But I don't think you can count them out yet. Peep the new Tech Nine album if you're a fan. You know, I saw the homie John up on Twitter say, he's sick of the KOD comparisons and why does everybody say the last time they listened to Tech was KOD and he fell off after that. I agree. I don't think KOD is, the pinnacle tech event or anything like that. I think that's just Wicked Underground fans being stubborn and, because tech ain't delivering, the quote unquote wicked shit or anything like that, that they don't want to check it out. He started working with dudes like T-Pain, Lil Wayne, fucking Wiz Khalifa, B.O.B., bigger mainstream names. They stopped fucking with him. Tech still brings the heat, man. He really does. So peep it if you haven't peeped it yet. It's a pretty good album, in my opinion. Definitely going to go back to it. I've already listened to it twice. I'm recording this Saturday. It's 5 p.m. right now. Listened to it twice in the last day. And that's pretty fucking good. I don't get a lot of opportunities, within a day to bump some music, but I bumped it, sounding good. And, speaking of The Rock having a feature on the album and the news getting out there of The Rock being on the album, your boy Beneath the Dirt, the Beneath the Dirt podcast, the page, the Twitter page, got a little bit of love up on the TMZ website. They put up an article about The Rock being on Tech Nine's new album, and they used my tweet in their article for The Rock being on Tech Nine's album. I'll shout out to Will Beeman on Twitter for pointing that out to me. I don't visit TMZ's website like that, and I probably wouldn't have noticed it if he didn't message me that. But, shout out to him for pointing that out for me. Shout out to TMZ for doing that to me, posting that tweet up in the article. That's super dope. That's exposure like a motherfucker right there. And it's just fucking awesome. And yeah, that tweet blew the fuck up for me too. I don't have tweets that blow up like that too often, but that tweet did blow the fuck up for me. So that was dope. And not only did TMZ post it, but Complex Magazine. I don't even know if they're still a magazine or not, but shout out to Mr. Badmittens on Instagram for pointing this out to me. Again, it probably would have went unnoticed had he not pointed it out to me. So shout out to him for showing me this, sending me this screenshot right here. They posted it in their article as well. My tweet about The Rock being on Tech Nine's album. So just crazy, man. Crazy getting this exposure up on these two platforms, TMZ and Complex. Big corporations, companies, entertainment providers, I guess you could say. But just super dope. I just want to thank everybody for the love. I had to post a screenshot of the TMZ one up on my social medias. I got a lot of love for it, and thank you to everybody for showing the love. And a lot of people saying, don't forget us when you blow up. Look, I don't think I'm gonna blow up like that because of this, but it is a good look, and I won't forget my fucking day ones. You know, we're still early on in this period of growth for Beneath the Dirt. You know, I'm not the biggest. I'm not the biggest out there by far. But we stay grinding. We stay grinding. We stay doing this, and just again, I thank you guys so much all the time. I hope it doesn't go unnoticed because I really do appreciate all the support that I get. Like, just everybody that shares, likes, comments, hates, whatever, trolls, all of it. Thank you for just for all of it. It's super appreciated, man. It doesn't go unnoticed. I hope y'all know you're appreciated in your support. Like, I hope I make it clear, but I don't think I could ever, I don't know how to repay the support that I get. You know what I mean? To everybody that's donated to the podcast as well. You know, that's like super, super support right there. And that shit, that's helped me a lot as well. But just in general, man, we just getting fucking started here at Beneath the Dirt. We just getting started. We at the beginning. The finish line is way the fuck down there. Way the fuck down there. It's a motherfucking marathon. And like Nipsey would say, the marathon continues. And that's what the fuck we're doing. And just thank you for your support. Thank you. Seriously. Just can't fucking thank you enough. And yeah. Peep the new Tech album. Peep that new Rob Gates if you haven't peeped the Rob Gates album either. Or if you didn't even know that it dropped. Like, he kind of dropped that low key, no promotion. Rob Gates. Rob Like Get Robbed 2. I didn't even have it up in my promotional image for new music this week because I didn't even know it dropped till afterwards, until he posted about it. But now, we're talking about it now because I did see it. And peep that new Conway. Super dope. I'm hyped for that God Don't Make Mistakes album to drop. Man, super hyped. And I want to give a big shout out to Butters in the background. She's sleeping back there, taking a little nap. Shout out to her for joining us this week as well. But let's keep it fucking going. And yeah. Let's get into some M&E news. Oh the Horror meets Blaze Ya Dead Homie dropped on all DSPs this past Friday. The hard copies, they say, will be shipping this upcoming Friday, the 15th. And so, yeah, so if you pre-ordered it, be on the lookout for that probably next week. But Oh the Horror meets Blaze Ya Dead Homie is up on all DSPs now. I listened to it once, but I didn't even listen to it all the way through. I'm sure they're aware of the mistake or error with the album being up on the DSPs. If you listen to the album, the first 5 songs play fine, and then you get to the Smoked Out skit, and then it plays a song. I don't know if it is the Smoked Out skit. Like, I don't know if that song that plays on track 6 is the actual song, but then it plays 3 times in a row on 6, 7, and 8. I was listening to it. I was like, and it was a banger of a track, like the best track too. I was like, damn, this is the best song on this project yet. And then the song 7 starts. I'm like, wait a minute, is this the same song, or are they just sampling it again for whatever? And then the song repeated again. I'm like, what the fuck? And then song 8 came on, and then it repeated again, and I was like, oh, it's all fucked up. And I checked, 9 and 10 are not the same songs. I believe it finishes it out properly, but after it repeated 3 times, I didn't even finish the project. So I'm waiting for word from M&E to see if they know about the error, if they're going to fix it or not. I saw people adding them, telling them up on the social medias, I hit them up on Twitter, told them as well. I don't know if they're aware of it or not. I'm sure they are aware of it. So hopefully it'll get fixed soon so I can listen to it. But what I heard of it, the first half of the album, it was sounding pretty good. It was sounding pretty good. And that one song that plays 3 times in a row is the best track from that first half. Like that shit was a banger. I really dig it. Oh, the horror didn't really incorporate the singing like I was kind of hoping that they would, like they used on their album 1692. But their breakdowns on this project and just in general are fire. I love their breakdowns. Just that super chuggy guitar shit. The screaming is fire. Oh, the horror, winning me over as a fan. Dudes are dope, especially musically. Like they kill it on the music tip. Just super dope. And hopefully they'll fix it soon. I tell you to run out and check it, and you still can if you want. And I recommend you do check it out because it was sounding good. I just hope the problem with the songs playing 3 times back to back gets fixed sooner than later. Hopefully the CD's aren't like that. Like at first I was like, oh, the CD's fucked up. And I actually pressed the eject button in my car. I was like, oh yeah, wait, I don't even have the fucking CD yet. This is digital. So it kind of got me confused at first because there has been problems with M&E CD releases in the past where it's either the wrong song, wrong album, or there just isn't even music on the CD. So I don't know who runs their digital department of music distribution, but hopefully they get that figured out sooner than later because, yeah, it was sounding pretty good. And then Twiztid. Twiztid is actually on tour right now. They're doing like a little mini tour, like 4 or 5 dates, something like that. And one of the dates that they had was the New York Comic Con. I believe it was this past Friday. And it's day 1 of the New York Comic Con. They had a panel at the New York Comic Con, and then they went to the Source Point Press booth to do autographs, meet and greets, and all that shit. And they said that they had a big announcement to make at the New York Comic Con, and the big announcement is Twiztid is getting their own Funko Pop. This has been talked about for a long, long time. Now, we all know Twiztid are big Funko Pop collectors. If you follow their personal pages, Madrox and Monoxide, it's all pop culture, entertainment, memorabilia, Funko Pops, all that, mostly Funko Pops, especially on Monoxide's page. But they're getting their own Funko Pops. I'm not the biggest Funko Pop collector. I say that with a stack of Jean Grey, Phoenix / Marvel Girl Funko Pops in the background over here. But those are the only ones I collect. But you best believe I'll be getting these Twiztid ones. This is super dope, man. Very, very dope. Very fresh. Twiztid's getting their own Funko ones. I can recall Monoxide being up on his live streams saying a whole bunch of times saying, we've reached out to Funko and, they never heard anything back. Doesn't look like it'll happen. They made it happen. I wonder what series this is going to be a part of. Like, Funko usually releases, their pops as part of a series. Like they'll have like a group of pops in a series, and I'm curious to see what this would be. It'd be super fresh if ICP got their own Funkos. They dropped their own bootleg ones that were just, whatever. But this is a super dope look for Twiztid. I'm hyped for it, and yeah. We got the silhouette of the images right here. Monoxide with the fresh fucking tilted hat. You can see Madrox with the mohawk. I don't see a third silhouette for Draven. Poor Draven. We need a Draven reads mean tweets segment up on like the official Twiztid YouTube page. Now that I think of Draven, he had one of the best moments of 2020 with that. This is completely unrelated, but that shit was hilarious, and I'd love to see Draven read mean tweets and comments again because that was funny. But shout out to Twiztid for getting the Funko Pop thing. That's super fresh, super dope, man. Really is. And then the other thing that they had at the New York Comic Con was the world premiere of the music video for Corkscrew. I believe that's the opening track off of Unlikely Prescription. And yeah, they dropped the video for it. I have not checked the video out yet myself. I've seen people say that this is probably the best video yet of any of the singles that have dropped off of Unlikely Prescription. I believe the videos that they've been doing for Unlikely Prescription have been the best videos that they've done in a while, for sure. If not at least whether you're a fan of the music or not, visually the music videos are fucking dope. Even that Neon Vamp one, like the visuals on that were fire. So I'll peep this. Not a big fan of the track, but I'll peep it just for the visuals. And yeah, Twiztid getting their own panel at New York Comic Con, getting the Funko Pops thing going with Funko, premiering their music video at New York Comic Con. Like, a lot of love for Twiztid lately, man. They're pushing really, really hard. And I mean, they fucking deserve it. They've been putting it down for a long time. 30 years damn near, including House of Crazies. And more than 20 years as Twiztid. So, yeah, they deserve it. And, big ups to them. Much, much love, props, all that good shit to Twiztid for getting the love that they're getting lately. It's well deserved, in my opinion, So, yeah, super fresh, super dope. And all that good shit, man. Just check in on Butters. Yep, she's still sleeping back there, tucked in. But let's get into some more new music that actually, that's dropped or dropping soon. We got Animal. Just a couple weeks ago, we dropped his debut project, One, and now he's back with Darkhorse. It's up on his Bandcamp right now, but it is set to drop everywhere on all platforms digitally October 13th, which is this Wednesday. So if you did check out Animal and his first project, One, based on my recommendation, peep this. I haven't listened to it yet. I haven't. I did check out the first song. He did give me an advanced copy on his SoundCloud. And I did check out the first track. I just haven't had time to peep it. It's only 5 tracks. And it's up on his Bandcamp for $7. Very reasonable. 5 songs, 16 minutes, another short listen. But if you combine it with the One project, you got almost 45 minutes of music and 14 tracks total. But the new project, Darkhorse, drops this Wednesday everywhere. It is up on his Bandcamp now. If you want to go peep it, dark wave, synth pop. That first project still gets so many fucking plays. I love that first project that he put out. Peep it if you haven't. Check this one out when it drops. I love the turnaround from the dude. It's very, very quick, 2 weeks. This is the fastest turnaround we've had from him on any of his endeavors or aliases. And I appreciate that. Super dope, man. So peep that Animal. It's AN1ML. And the project One is out now. And also Darkhorse out now. So peep that shit. And then another project. It's not available digitally, but you can get it as a hard copy. Excuse the dead silence right there. I wanted to grab my hard copy. I should have grabbed it before the show. Got it right here. It is Saint Dog's Lost Chronicles. I got my hard copy this past Friday. I got it uploaded to my iTunes. I posted it on my Instagram story on Friday, and someone hit me up like, hey, I can't find it anywhere. And I'm like, it's only available, from what I understand, if I read the description right on Suburban Noise's web store, that it is only available on CD. It won't be available digitally. But St. Dog's The Lost Chronicles is starting to hit doorsteps now. So if you pre-ordered it, you might have already got it, or it's definitely on the way. And, it's really sad to listen to, man. It's just sad because, Saint's not here no more. Um, I did give it one listen through. I say I can't listen to that much music, but I listen to a lot of fucking music. It's just hard to listen to everything. But I did listen to it once through. And if you are familiar with Saint Dog, he had started a YouTube page a couple years back where he would just post videos of himself playing the guitar and singing. And it was like just a completely different style for Saint Dog. And that's what this album is right here. It sounds like there was probably a bunch of videos that he had recorded that were never released that they put on CD. That's what it sounds like to me, just because it reminds me of those videos. Now, the very last song on the album, Green Leaves, actually sounds like it was recorded in the studio. And it's a dope track. I really dig it. But I wouldn't go into this album expecting, like, in studio performances, I guess you would say. I would really relate it to those videos that Saint Dog posted up on YouTube of him playing the guitar and singing. It's a way different style than you're used to from Saint Dog. And yeah, it's definitely an interesting listen. And it's just sad because he's no longer here. I'm just glad I can, help support Saint Dog and his family. Shout out to Suburban Noise for doing this. I got the t-shirt as well. And the re-release of Kingdom Come, like I actually have an official copy of Kingdom Come finally. Very fresh. And yeah, his son is on this album as well. Son of Saint, aka Lil Saint. And rest in peace, Saint Dog, man. Rest in peace, Saint. We still got the music to listen to. The music lives forever. And yeah, if you want to hear it, yeah, I believe you have to buy a hard copy. I don't believe it'll be available digitally. And yeah, man, support Saint Dog. If you are a fan, support him if you can. Support Saint Dog, support his son, and support Suburban Noise for putting this out for the fans, for the diehards, for the collectors. And it was just super fresh. Wanted to talk about it on the show, and it doesn't get, the official release date isn't until next Friday, but I got it a week early. I know some other people had hit me up and saying they got their copies as well. So shout out to Suburban Noise, man, for being on top of, the merch game. Even when it was like quiet for Suburban Noise, nobody was even releasing music. No one was talking about Suburban Noise. They would have sales on their website and I would buy CDs from them. And like, even then the shit would be shipped out in a timely fashion. So from the highest of highs to lows to rebuilding the shit back up, they stay on their good business tactics. And I appreciate that from Suburban Noise. And then another new project that dropped this week was Flea Lord and Rock Marciano's Delgado, the Deluxe Edition. He released Delgado, probably about a month ago. We talked about it on the show. But we got the Deluxe Edition now, available digitally. This is the new cover right here. I wasn't super feeling the project when it dropped. still not really, but I fucks with Flea Lord so heavy. We got to give dude shine because, I mean, dude's still rapping his ass off on here. It was more or less the production wasn't really it for me on here. Flea Lord does his thing, but the production, not really my thing. But if you were feeling Delgado from Flea Lord and Rock Marciano, the deluxe edition is up on all the DSPs now. So go peep that shit. And shout out to Flea Lord for killing it. You know, his performance when he came out to Juvenile Hell at the Conway show a couple weeks back in Boston. Whew, that shit was nuts. Super hyped. That shit got me mega hyped. Love it. And you know, I revisit that video on my phone all the time, but yeah. So let's get into some ICP news, shall we? Some ICP news, you say? What news did ICP drop this week? Well, it wasn't much and it was very subtle. I just happened to be scrolling through Facebook and it's, you know, I saw the ICP. I saw this banner and it said ICP changed their header profile picture. And it was this image right here, the Yum Yum Bedlam advertisement saying that the album is dropping on Halloween. New album out this Halloween. We were talking about it last week. Like, why no news on Yum Yum Bedlam or Hallowicked? We still have no news on Hallowicked, but, you know, this, as subtle as the news might be, is better than no news at all. It still kind of confirms that Yum Yum is dropping on Halloween. There's no pre-orders yet. You know, there's still time to get the pre-orders out, but, you know, with an album like this, you figure you'd want to get at least a month out of pre-orders. But maybe they're just trying to get the merch, you know, in the warehouse or Violent J's house. And before they put up the pre-orders, I don't know. You know, that's just a little bit of speculation on my end. But I was very happy to see this advertisement up on the ICP Facebook page. I went to their Twitter page as well. They changed the Twitter profile header to this image as well. So fingers crossed that this advertisement is true and that Yum Yum Bedlam is dropping on Halloween. Now, I don't remember. Someone had said that a previous advertisement said Hallowicked. That might be true. But I don't remember if a previous advertisement said Hallowicked and now it says Halloween. So they were speculating that Hallowicked might not happen. I don't know. We'll just have to wait for ICP to drop the news and, you know, let us know. And hopefully they do sooner rather than later. Again, you know, Hallowicked is only a couple weeks out. You know, they do Hallowicked on Halloween night. You figure they would want more than a couple weeks' time to sell some tickets, but who knows what's going on over there? But regardless, I'm looking forward to this album. Mega hyped. Always hyped for ICP. Even though I'll say, I'm not really anticipating, I'm always looking forward to new ICP. And it got me hyped to see the advertisement. And I think that's the real point I'm trying to convey right there. And then keeping it psychopathic related, Ouija Macc is coming back with a brand new project, Pretty Ugly 2. This is the follow-up to Pretty Ugly that he dropped last year, which was a dope project. And we got the new one, Pretty Ugly 2, dropping November 19th. And we got the cover art right here. Love the color scheme. You know, the purple, pinkish, purplish, magenta-ish color scheme. We got very kind of similar to the Pretty Ugly 1 mixtape that had dropped. So I'm hyped for it, man. Always hyped for new Ouija Macc. Dude stays busy, stays killing it. You know, he was on tour this year. He already announced another tour. Now we got a new project. He had dropped fuck was it called? Dirtbag earlier this year. I believe it was Dirtbag. And that's another one that I keep saying that I have to go back to because I do, but eventually I will. Um, but yeah, Ouija Mac, Pretty Ugly 2, entirely produced by Devereauxx. Love to see it, man, because Devereauxx kills it with Ouija Mac all the time. And, you know, Devereauxx's been pretty much his exclusive producer. I know he gets a couple other beats here and there, but Devereauxx's producing this whole shit. I saw a Straight Jacket post up on his studio's Instagram page saying that he mixed and mastered this project. So, again, dope. And we know the shit is going to sound good. Hyped for it. Pre-order bundles are up on Ouija Mac's site. There's t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeve shirts, bandanas, a fucking Zippo. I like that hoodie. That hoodie is fire. Kind of wish I kind of want to get the hoodie, but I already got a Ouija Mac hoodie. But I could, I guess, use another Ouija Mac hoodie. I don't even know, man. But that hoodie is fucking fire. It really is. I just love the color scheme. I really do. The pink, purplish type shit. Super dope, man. Ouija just kills it. He really does. And I'm looking forward to it. November 19th, Pretty Ugly 2 from Ouija Mac drops. Very fresh, very dope. Looking forward to it. And then more new music that dropped this week. Atmosphere. They dropped their newest album. I have to look up. The album is called Word. Oh, Word? Not Oh Word, but Word. New album out now. I know they released like 90% of it before it even came out through like the digital EPs. They were trying to test it out like Strange Music did a couple years back and even last year, releasing EPs leading up to an album. So I know they released most of the album before it was released, actually dropped this past Friday, but the whole album is out now. If you want to go peep that, Ant, Slug, they kill it. Ant is one of the most slept on, underrated producers in my opinion. Like, dude just kills it. Love his production style. And Slug is just one of the best storytellers in my opinion in hip hop. Dude kills it. So peep that shit if you ain't peeped it. And then we got new Pouya. Pouya featuring Denzel Curry on the track. Wigsplit off his upcoming album, Blood Was Never Thick as Water. Haven't peeped the single yet. Like I said, it's hard to listen to everything. Even if it's just a song, it's just hard to listen to everything by the time I record the podcast. But Pouya, I fucks with Pouya. And I definitely fucks with Denzel Curry. Denzel Curry is one of my favorite in the last couple years, ever since that Taboo album. So I'm curious to hear this track between the two on this wig split. It's got to be hard as fuck, especially with the song title as, wig split. So yeah, new Pouya. His album's dropping the 22nd. So not this Friday, but next Friday, his album, Blood Was Never Thick as Water, is dropping. So peep that shit. And then keeping it wicked underground. V Sinister. Who remembers V Sinister from was it the MC contest back in like 01, 02, something like that? Psychopathic Records at the Gathering of the Juggalos. He won and he put out an EP through Psychopathic Records. It was Hunting Season, I believe it was called. I'm going to look and see if it's up on digital. I'm not sure. But V Sinister got not one, but two new singles dropping October 17th. The first one is called Fitting Punishment, which is you can see the image right there. And then the second one is called Count Your Blessings. So V Sinister dropping 2 new singles on the 17th. 17. Is it a coincidence? Maybe. Maybe not. But yeah, and it's called Hunting Season. And I don't think this is the one that was recorded with Psychopathic Records. I don't know. That's Hunting Season Annihilation. But regardless, V Sinister, the MC contest winner way back in the day at the Gathering of the Juggalos, who put an EP out through Psychopathic Records. It was very much hated on from pretty much everybody when it was released. And but I believe it's like a collector's item. Like that shit, you never see that shit pop up anywhere. So shout out to V Sinister for putting out the most hated collectible on Psychopathic Records. That's a pretty dope accomplishment. Um, but yeah, and I think V Sinister even agrees that EP that he put out through Psychopathic wasn't his best effort. But yeah, new V Sinister on the 17th, and then just a few days later, on the 20th, C Lance is dropping the very first single off his upcoming album, featuring Mercules and Chris Webby. It looks like the track is called Macaulay Culkin. The cover art is fire, which you can see right here. C Lance, one of my favorite producers out right now and for a while. Like, dude's been one of my favorites for a minute. And this is the first single off his album with Mercules and Chris Webby. We've talked about Chris Webby the last couple weeks. Dude kills it. Mercules, somebody who we don't talk about a lot on the show, but somebody who definitely kills it without a doubt. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to seeing who else C Lance is getting on his album. And I'm sure Ill Bill will be on there. Vinny Paz, maybe Mad Child, the usual hitters that C Lance works with. And then speaking of dope producers, favorite producers, another one of my favorite producers, Stu Bangers, is getting ready to drop his album Death Wish, and one of the first singles that'll be coming out features self-titled Gmo Ski and Latib or Latib. I'm not quite sure, but self-titled and Gmo Ski. Gmo Ski is gonna be on Stu Bang's album Death Wish. I'm looking forward to this project. Shout out to Gmo Ski working with these dudes. I really feel like, really sitting back and thinking about it, Gmo Ski really fits in with that crowd of the Vinny Paz's, the Ill Bills, self-titles, and all that shit. Because he really rocks with that grimy underground boom bap sound. So he'll fit in just fucking perfectly along with self-titled. And I'm curious to hear that, because self-titled could say some outlandish shit as well, similar to what, Gmo, because Gmo just goes crazy as well. I'm looking forward to that. Stu Bang is one of my favorite producers. That album is dropping soon as well. And then another album dropping soon. No release date. King Gordy took to Instagram saying he's going to be dropping Anikin soon. Didn't give a release date. Just this image right here. We got the Darth Vader image with, King Gordy under the mask of Darth Vader. But I mean, the last time King Gordy dropped a solo project, according to Apple Music, was 2012 with Hail Dark Lord Vader. He's put out group projects. He had the Lars project, the How to Gag a Maggot project, and yeah. But he hasn't dropped a solo project in a minute. But Anikin is coming soon. No release date for it. But a lot of people are hyped for it. When I posted that up, that got a lot of love up on the social medias. King Gordy, man. People love listening to Gordy. You know, Gordy could be dope if he ain't rapping about fucking God, fucking little boys, or other guys, dudes, whatever. Like if he's on his entity shit, dude's a fucking problem. So I'm curious to see what direction he's gonna go with this Anikin project. But yeah, Gordy's got some new shit coming. And that's gonna wrap it up for this week, man. I super appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now. Much fucking love. Super appreciated. And yeah, man. Like I said in the beginning, we just getting started here at Beneath the Dirt. And I appreciate all the love. Always appreciate the love. Thank you for tuning in. And, you know, go peep that new Tech 9 album, you know, with the rock on it. If you fucking smell what the rock is cooking. And yeah, because that album is dope. Hopefully Blaze and Oh the Horror get their shit figured out sooner rather than later. But thank you again for tuning in. Butters thanks you as well. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.